Clarification. In the last video that I did, a lot of you guys took one of the concepts that I said and ran with it. I'm kind of surprised you guys didn't take the other one, but I'm actually kind of happy you ran with the one that you guys did, and that is, Tiger says that all padding is evil. No. What I'm saying is that wearing excessive padding, to me, is akin to wanton cheating. It's saying, hey, you know, I know that I suck, and the only reason I can compete with you is to try to play this little gray area of the rules. Now, as one crazy New Zealander actually pointed out, yeah, I have talked about in the past about padding up and wearing the right amount of pads in the video, especially if you're one of the ground pounders, you're on the ground sucking dirt the entire game. Yeah, wear elbow pads and wear knee pads. It's going to help your enjoyment a lot. But the point is that if you're wearing excessive amounts of padding, specifically to get the bounce, that's when I'm going to start to have issues. I will admit that I wear knee pads and I wear elbow pads when I play the game of paintball, and I fully expect people to do that because, well, that's just kind of the game that we play. And I'll also admit that what I'm wearing right here, I've worn these to play paintball, and these have the big pillow knees in them, but when I play in these, I don't wear the big, thick knee pads underneath them. I wear, like, the minimal amount of padding that I can. And that's really the point of all of this, is that you should not need to wear that much padding. Now, I've already heard some players justify it by saying in tournament play, those guys get really vicious, and they just go after each other because of rivalries and all that other stuff. I think that's something fundamentally wrong with the mindset of the players, not necessarily that they need to wear more padding. You know, I've made this comment several times about this, that 10 years ago, if you'd have worn half this amount of padding on the field, you'd have been laughed off the field, and 20 years ago, you'd have been thrown off the field. I guess what I'm saying is I'd like to see a return to the minimalist idea over here, that you don't need that huge amount of padding in order to enjoy the game of paintball. You shouldn't need that excessive amount of padding to enjoy the game of paintball. So no, I'm not saying that anybody that wears knee pads is a cheater, and I'm not saying anybody who wears elbow pads are a cheater, or those dye things that go all the way down your wrist. I completely understand why you'd want to do that, especially if, like, you're one of the crawlers that people have talked about. But by the same token, if you're wearing all the layers of padding that you can, specifically because you can wear all that layers of padding, and you know that you're going to be getting the bounce, and you know that you're playing it for that specific reason, maybe it's time to re-examine your skill set in the game. And I don't think I need to revisit this anymore, guys. I've said my piece. It's your turn.